What's up everyone? Welcome to another video. This is Sunny from personalmasteryquest.com, and today I want to give you a very simple reality transurfing trick that will absolutely change your life and will allow you more control over your life situations and your circumstances. This trick is so effective and powerful, yet it is so simple. But it is something that you will have to grow. It's a power that you will have to consciously grow over time. But it's not something that you need to do for a long time before seeing results. It's something that you can see results with almost instantly. So here's the trick. The trick is to make a shift in your life from being an active participant to a silent observer. So up until now, you have lived your life as the active participant. You have been in the, you think you're in the driver's seat. You think you are trying to control your life, all the situations that are coming at you. You're trying to deal with them in the most effective way possible, exerting a lot of energy, a lot of effort. You are identified with the thoughts that are in your head. You think this is your body. This is me, that is you. This is mine, that is yours. You have a certain personality, a set of traits which you hold dear to yourself. You have certain reactions that are predetermined whenever certain things happen to you. You feel sad when something bad happens to you. You feel happy when you have some success in your life. Well, what I challenge you to do starting today is to stop being that active participant and take a step back to be the silent observer. Now you might ask, why would I do this? Well, you do this because it actually gives you real control over your life. Being the active participant is just the illusion of control. Matter of fact, there is no real power, there is no real control in being the active participant. There is only real control when you are the silent observer behind the scenes, watching your life from a third-person perspective, simply observing. There is no real power, no real control in trying to force changes on the outside world. There is only real power and control in being the silent observer and having the presence strong enough to create an appropriate response through the intelligence that flows through the subconscious. When you are the active participant, life just happens to you. Life just it comes at you, it happens to you, and you try to scramble around, you try to force change externally, you try to make things happen. But what you have noticed in your life is most of the times things don't go as planned, and even the change that you were trying to force upon life usually just ends up creating more conflict later on, and never really brings you true happiness. Well, as the silent observer, you just set clear intentions, you watch the flow of life happen, you observe life happening in the present moment, and you make swift movements to correct your course every single time you see things getting out of balance. So as the active participant, you just react to things. As the silent observer, you respond with the intelligence that flows through you. Think about life as a flowing river. The needy and the lazy person just gets carried away by the flow, right? And they just feel helpless. They don't really set any clear intentions, and the flow and the momentum of the river just carries them to the edge of the waterfall, and they just feel completely helpless and they feel like they have no control. Whereas the fighter and the determined person tries to swim against the flow, and he spends all this energy and effort trying to force his will upon the river. And usually he doesn't really get what he wants. Even if he does get what he wants, he has just exhausted himself, is still unhappy, and just thinks that life is the hardest thing in the world. Well, the silent observer uses the flow of life to go where he wants to go. He calmly observes the obstacles and the rocks on the way and corrects his course and moves swiftly, makes minute adjustments, and uses the flow of life to get where he wants. There is no power, no control in being the lazy, needy person and the helpless person, or the fighter, the determined, hard-working person. There is only real control in observing. There is only real control in using the flow of life to go where you want to go. So now, how can you put this into practice in your life right now and avoid being the first to and completely get crushed by the flow of life? Well, you need to start observing the things that are happening in your life with a very detached and unbiased perspective. Is your body in pain today? Okay, put your awareness in the body. Put your awareness in the pain. Observe your pain from a detached perspective. Don't allow it to make you miserable, and don't allow it to control what you do throughout the day. Simply observe it and just put your awareness within your body. Did somebody say something today that made you really angry, or they made fun of you? Observe your reaction to their provocation. Observe the emotions that you felt when they made you feel that way. Simply observe. Become the observer of the situation. Are you sitting in your room completely miserable because life isn't happening the way that you want it to? Okay, don't fight against your emotions. Simply observe how you feel. Learn to put awareness in your body, in your emotions, like really feel the emotions that are within you right now. And this is a powerful practice because wherever you put your awareness, it comes to light. All the things that you just been shoving down and just hiding from, they come to light. And as you put your attention on them for a prolonged period of time, continuously and consistently every single day, you start to transmute everything, all of your problems, all of your pain, into awareness itself. You start to become the silent observer, and solutions present themselves to you in their own time. Things just start to have a much more smoother way of unfolding for you. You start to come back to the path of least resistance, and you start to now use the flow of life to go and get what you want. I always say treat your life like a theater play, right? Where you are the actor that is acting in the play, but you are also the audience member that is sitting in the auditorium. So, by all means, act in the play, have a good time, and, do whatever you need to do. But make sure to consistently and frequently come down off the stage into the auditorium and simply watch the play happen. Observe it. Don't judge it, simply observe it and enjoy it. And I'm telling you, once you put this into practice, and once you get better at doing this, once you get better at noticing your reactions, your emotions, you will start to have so much more control over yourself and your life. In the end, know that you are just an actor. You are in the world, but not of it. So live life with a lighthearted, carefree resolve. Be the actor, but also the detached, third-person perspective. View everything from a bird's eye view, and you will have a crazy new perspective on how to solve all of your problems. That's all I have for you today. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up and share this video with a friend who would also find it helpful. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you can now do so. The link for that is in the description box below. Other than that, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.